Hey YouTube, it's Ryan here again. I'm inside Margot, my cargo trailer, and I'm about to make some improvements to it. After my trip to Big Bend and living in it for 2 weeks, I realized, man, I really need storage and cabinets and things like that. And so I've actually got that underway already, but I'm on my last cabinet and I want to sort of film it for you so you can see what I'm doing. So let me get off camera here and show you. This is the right side of my cargo trailer, and I'm going to put a cabinet right there next to my desk. That's my fold down desk, and I've got a little gap right there that goes all the way bottom to top, and I've got this gap in here, and I've got my motorcycle front wheels going to live in there, right? So I'm going to build a vertical cabinet right there, and I'm going to do it using these sheets of, unfortunately, really heavy but sturdy and nice looking plywood. It's about 40 bucks a sheet, 45 bucks a sheet, but I've got it and I'm going to use it. And so let me show you the build process, then I'll step you through the cabinet that I've already built, and just show you some of the improvements I've done the last 2 weeks. So let's just dive into it. All right, I've just spent about a half an hour sanding down these two panels with my orbital sander. There's one of them. I got a nice smooth curve on them. Just jigsawed one board, then laid it on top of the other, traced it out, jigsawed the other, and then smoothed it out really good with sandpaper. So that's what the two panels look like before I put them up. So I'm going to take them inside now, stand them up, see how they look. I'm not sure where I'm going to place the shelves, but I have figured out that I'm going to attach these to the wall with the Craig jig, meaning I'm going to screw it directly into the plywood wall here. The weight will be supported by the wheel well down here, and I'll probably brace it with some kind of just something along an edge up top, but along the wall I'm just going to do 3 or 4 screws directly into the plywood siding. So I got to get it right. So let's get into that now. All right, so now I've got one side tacked in place. I put a little bar up there to keep it from moving inward. Placed another one down there, just tacked with some brad nails. And then there's 1, 2 of the Craig jig screws. Then there's the third. So overall, that is what it's going to look like. Now I've got to decide on the final width. I think it's going to be a pretty narrow cabinet, only about 16 inches. Because my motorcycle is going to be right there, and I don't want to start interfering in this area where the motorcycle crash guard bars, and basically I need to be able to get around the motorcycle as much as possible. So if I go too wide with this cabinet, that's not going to be good. So that's just the left side tacked in place. The right side is just sitting there, not tacked in at all. So I'm about to commit to that and tack it in and go from there. All right, well, I'm done for the day. I worked hard. I took the afternoon off my day job and I worked on this cabinet behind me. So let me get off camera, give you a quick rundown of how it came out. Let me get over here. All right, first of all, it's almost a floor to ceiling. It goes from the top of the ceiling down to the wheel well. It's just resting on that wheel well. I've got what, 5 shelves plus the wheel well, which kind of makes 6. It fits in here next to my desk. If you can see that. In fact, let me move the crap off of the desk and sort of demonstrate. There we go. All right, this desk just does that. Gets up out of the way. I got these 2 supports. All right. So there is the desk setup. Looks a little darker than the rest of it. We use darker stain. because that's what I had available. So if you pull out these supports like this, desk comes down. Isn't that beautiful? And I've got about a 1-inch gap, less than that, a 1/2-inch gap. I put in these shelves. I used a Craig jig. You can kind of see one of the screw holes back there maybe. It's going into the wall. And then I just used deck screws right here to go directly into the sides of the shelves. And just for grins, I've never done this before, but I didn't make the shelves flat. I made them so that they slope down towards the back. This drops not much, maybe 3/8 of an inch, something like that. That way if I'm going down the road and there's clothes in here and there's road vibration, hopefully they will tend to slide towards the back instead of out towards the front. I don't know if this slope is going to be enough to accomplish that, but we'll see. I might add one more shelf down there. And I've got to sand it a little bit, clean it up, and stain it so it sort of matches. But there's the one cabinet and the desk. And then I'll move some things and flip this around and show you the other cabinet. But there's 2 more shelves I did to the left of my kitchen. So that's going to work out pretty good. I still got a chair down there. Pardon the clutter and the mess, but this is clearly still a construction zone right now. And let me show you the other closet that I did. Hang on. Okay, so now you're looking at the other thing I finished this over the last 3 days. This I'm calling my closet. It's basically a shoe drawer down here that's on guides. That'll hold shoes and boots and riding gear. Tucks back in like that. Got a nice deep shelf there. And behind there is my my 21-gallon freshwater tank. And then I've got hanging clothes and then basically just a shelf up here for more riding gear. And so that is basically a new closet. Pretty cool, huh? Still need to sand it and stain it just like the other stuff. And then the other thing I put up real fast temporarily is this set of shelves over here. I did that yesterday. They're about 12.5 inches from the ceiling, just enough. I measured it so that it would hold these action packers by Rubbermaid up there. I will have to take this whole rack down if I build another bed in here, which is what these other 2 sheets of plywood are for here on the floor. So those are going to come out. Sorry, I had to rearrange, but that's basically all the woodworking and cabinetry work that I've done in the cargo trailer for the most part. A desk, bookshelf there, that in the corner, the bed, a closet, of course my shower bay, some shelving in this corner, and then another temporary shelf up here in the kitchen. A couple more shelves there. So I think that's good enough for now. That'll help me get more organized for my next trip, which I think I'm going to leave on in about 2 weeks or so. We'll see. Head out to Southern California. But I just wanted to share this cabinet with you. All right, so that's basically it. I just wanted to give you a quick update on some of the improvements that I've made, the woodworking I've done over the last 2 weekends in the cargo trailer. I've still got a little bit more to do, but I'm gonna hit the road soon. So I'm trying to get as many things as completed as I can before I head out. So if you want to see some more adventures from the road, I'm heading out to California. Make sure you like and subscribe, hit the little alert notification bell icon thing so that you get updates, and I will see you in the next video. See ya!